All right, what's going on, people? So we're gonna be trying something out here. First of all, I'm gonna try out this Tula mic. This particular cafe is pretty loud, so you guys are probably hearing a lot of like the background noise. I wanted to like look up, and I just figured I would do this on the live stream. This Tula mic has noise cancellation. I haven't used it in quite a while, and so I want to look up how to activate it. It's something about pressing and holding a button to get the ambient sound recorded, and then press a button to activate noise cancellation. So I'm gonna try this really quick right now. And then also there's two different buttons on here for like gain. So let's figure this out real quick. So first, whoops, that's not what we need. I want to see if I could find the gain feature first. Mobile record. Okay, how does gain work? Okay, so here we go. Wow, this is so... Hey, what's going on, Soon? How are you? I'm going to minimize this. All right, gain refers to the level. So much happening on here. Let's command minus so I can see this a little better. Yeah, much better. Okay, so I'm looking at a screen share. As a matter of fact, we could do this. Yeah, there we go. So I have this up. And also, where am I at on the screen share? Hang on. We can do that. There we go. So we're going to try to activate this. We're going to try to see how gain works on here again, just to make sure. If you're using the Tula with the loud source, you want to reduce the gain. If you're using it with the quiet, okay, Tula's gain can be controlled with the plus and minus on the left side. The gain meter is the front right LED. Front right. Gain green indicates healthy. So that's where that's going to happen. Okay, so let's try to turn the gain down a little bit, I guess, so that I can talk like this. So let's see what the levels look like if I hold it this close to my mouth. And let's keep turning it all the way down. So I think with ambient sound like this, we want to probably have gain somewhere like this, perhaps. So let's try this. Let me know. I'm going to be relying on you guys, so let me know how it's sounding. And then the other thing is noise cancellation. Okay, how can I avoid noise when holding? Okay. Easiest way to avoid it is the fact that I try and... Okay, but no, we want noise cancellation, though. Hang on. Difference between cardioid. How do I set the correct time? Does Tula record? How do I... there is a noise cancellation. Here, there we go. Turn on, okay, long press the NC button without speaking, so this algorithm can learn the background noise you want to reduce. If you're mobile recording, simply press the record button middle right. Okay. When recording using this, it will automatically say both. All right, so let's try. So I think it just wants you to not say anything and press and hold this NC button. So I'm going to try that right now. I don't know. I don't think it did what I wanted to. I don't see the thing lighting up. So I'm trying to think about this for a sec. I don't really remember if this works or doesn't. But yeah, so I'll continue troubleshooting this a little bit. Let me go ahead for the main part of this video. Is I wanted to first of all, we don't have to be on screen share. We could be on face mode. So I want to like tilt this down and explore what it looks like, more so for me, in the feeling of using this 37 key ESI mobile keyboard and playing through some of these chords that we've done so far, and then maybe even learn some new ones or something as well. But these are the chords that we've done so far, so we're gonna like pick one of these, and I'm gonna like practice playing one of them and just again see how it feels with one hand. I guess this will mostly be one-handed chord progressions, I'm assuming. And then I do have another camera. I have the DJI camera that I think would work super well with getting a better angle than this FaceTime camera. But there was some issue, like I'm on the beta on the MacBook right now, and there was some kind of issue that happened where I wasn't able to get the DJI as a source in Ecamm Live, which is what I'm using to broadcast this. But I was able to get it in Zoom, so I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'll have to investigate that a little bit. But let me just grab this phone call real quick. I'll be right back. Kevin speaking. Okay, so yeah, the music is super loud in here. So right off the bat, I'm just like curious about the background noise. Like I know it's probably very loud. I'll check if you guys are here. You're willing to like share some feedback. Definitely let me know in the comments in the chat, whether it's live or whether it's if you're watching this afterwards. But I'm gonna obviously listen to it as well just to get a feel for what the vibe is, and just the quality. I really wish I could get this thing over here, the noise cancellation, working. I don't quite understand why it's not, but you press and hold and see, and that's supposed to I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's just practice some of these chord progressions and see how this is sounding. So I'm going, what in the world? Weird. Microphone is definitely a little bit finicky. Okay, so let's go here, and I'm gonna tilt this down. And again, thinking about doing this without having to use a hand to talk like this is kind of not the best. So I'd want to really think this through a little bit more. There is a DJI that I was using, which has a wireless mic, so I feel like that would work pretty well. I think, because it's less sensitive, because it's closer to you, and obviously hands-free. But like I said, there was an issue that I was encountering with the camera with that. So yeah, let's go. So there's a lot that's happening here. This is not going to really work because you guys really can't see the full keyboard. So in order to for this to be a teaching thing, I have to give a lot of thought to this, but I think that the key is going to be that the home setup with the top down video that we've done in the past, all the way up to this point, that's going to need to be what I think need to use, or a setup like that. I do want to explore how this mobile keyboard in an outside setting like this could be something potentially useful, potentially for a live stream or something like that, like this. Either making a beat, but not as much with the education thing. So that being said, I'm gonna put a comment in because I'm live already, and I'm gonna just dive into a music production sort of live stream and just mess around a little bit with Ableton and just see what we can create. And I'm gonna turn this on mute so that you guys can't hear this, and I'm gonna unplug the Tula because I feel like it's gonna distract me a little bit until I fully understand all the buttons and have a lot more experience using it. So I'm gonna mute myself here. Yo, David, what's up, man? Let me know. I'm sure I just unplugged a microphone, but I think we're connected on my MacBook mic. First of all, appreciate it, and it has been a while. Let me know something, because I think you were one of the people selected for my channel membership. Let me know if you got an email or a notification on your YouTube or something, because there's a feature that lets me gift channel memberships up to 10 a month, and it doesn't let me pick who gets it. It lets me just do it during a live stream. Fantastic. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Just to have a place to be able to share additional videos, like members only videos, but then also members only chat or things like that. Just kind of leaning into not overthinking videos that are more polished on the main channel, but having a place to just put any and every other thing is kind of exciting. So yeah, I'll be sharing. I think shared one about an hour or so ago, but I'll be sharing more of those. And glad to know that you got it. That's awesome. And hope you're doing well as well, and the family's doing good. And I will absolutely keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, definitely leaning into a good creative groove here. So yeah, appreciate the support, man. Always. All right, so I'm gonna switch this to the screen share, and we're gonna go into Ableton, and we're gonna just make some music. I'm gonna have to take a break in a few minutes just because it's weird. I have like a 3-hour thing on my car for the meter, and I went out. I had to go grab this keyboard right here from the car a few minutes ago, and it didn't let me like add. I had like an hour left on it, but it didn't let me add more time on, like, which is kind of crazy because now I have to like be thinking about being out there right around the time that it ends, but not too long because I don't want to get a ticket. It's kind of bizarre, but anyway, yeah, it's all good. Let's make some music. That's what we're here for, right? Let's go. All right, so what I'm gonna do, and let me know if you guys can hear me. I know you can hear me, but let me know if you can hear me clear enough, or if it makes sense to just mute the background noise because it's coffee shop stuff going on over there, and then there's background music and everything. This is definitely one of the louder coffee shops. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. What's going on, DJ Sunny Side Up? How you doing, bro? got to bring my voice in here through the MacBook microphone, and let's see what that sound and feels like. It's probably going to be terrible. Look, this experiment, right? Why not? All right. Launch that, minimize that, and what do we do here? Let's see. Hang on. So we need to bring over, well, actually just Command T. All right, we're there. Click this. Wait, what? Oh, we have to go Command comma. Input is MacBook microphone, so that's set. Click this. We have levels. Go into mixer. In out. Look at that. Boom, it's right there. Monitor. There we go. So now I can hear what you guys can hear. Maybe you hear double now. Let me know if this is true. You probably hear double what was normally there, and then now this, but now I can hear it as well. So I'm going to leave this on in for now. Yeah, there you go, the reverb. That's it. So I can turn it off, and now I can't hear myself, but that's okay. I know that it's getting recorded in. So now I can come in here, and like I'd have to, I don't know, get really close to wherever the mic is on here, which I don't even know. But let's just experiment. Let's just see. So we can do something like this. Let's see. Hey, thanks very much, David. Appreciate that. And then we could increase this gain as needed, even though obviously we're going to get a lot of background, but that's fine. And then we want to come in here and like maybe experiment with a little bit of some of the, I don't know, effects or something. I don't know, like reverb here. And then I probably want to bring another track in and get like an octave higher, like this. I'm just trying to do this a little louder. Let's see. I messed up. Delete. Try again. So we got to bring this down. Now when you feel tired of it, go to track 2 and just keep creating with these same sounds, like so. So this is mono. still hear me. I think you can. I didn't make any setting changes. Thank you very much for joining me. Great to see you and great to hear from you, and hope you have a great rest of the day, great weekend ahead, and I will see you soon. I'll see you in the members only section, exclusive, only 12 people there, so great stuff. Have a good one, all right, man? Let's try it again. So, we got the enter, I guess, or R. Yeah. Yeah. That was a little delayed. Hang on, let's try this again. Is there a little bit of, let's see what's happening here. Yeah. 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 All right. Got some other stuff to get done here. All right. Are we still rolling here? What's happening right now? What's happening? Okay. I gotta go put some money in the meter. That's what needs to happen. So maybe I'll just leave this up for a little bit, or maybe not. I don't know. I'll be back. Was that a full hour though? Is the question, because I can't put more money in the meter if it hasn't been an hour yet, and I don't want to waste time going over there. I should have put something on my phone to let me know. I feel like there's a little bit of time left. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end the live stream, or maybe I don't know. Let's actually save this. Let's do this since I'm in somewhat of a creative groove. So we'll save this. I don't even know where this. Okay, Ableton and a new, and then we're gonna call this Ambi. Cool. Let's go to a new project. Let's keep the vibes going. Let's go to plugins. Let's go to Spectrasonic, Omnisphere, and see what's doable on here real quick. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Delete. I don't know what's happening with that. That's weird. That's a weird sound right there, right? Oh no, all good. Good to see you. It's been a while. Really good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, I got the 37 keys, so this is like I got more keys to play with, so it's yeah, getting into a creative groove. Yeah. Everyone's good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that was not what I wanted to happen, but that's kind of weird. So you could inadvertently do what I just did and lose a sound that you liked, that you didn't favorite, and that's literally what just happened. But there's no way to undo that, I don't think, if you add the same instance of a plugin. But such is life, right? What are you gonna do? Let me see if I have this update coming in here. Hang on. Oh, it's been updated. Cool. We are up to date. What about these applications on here? Alright, we in there. Alright, I think I do have to go to the car really quick to go put some more money in. I do. I'm gonna keep vibing. I want to keep creating right now, though. Right? No, that's headphone brightness. Okay. Pigments. So you gotta click this, you gotta get a little comfortable in each of these, and I think one of these is like the shuffle, this one. hate this. I'm gonna file new this real quick. Don't save, and we're gonna. You know, there was a way. I wonder if I should. Let me see something. There's like a way to. I want to be able to get into all of my. Well, I guess I can just go Arteria and just like label some of these. So, like for example, this could be labeled under stuff. Also, I don't know about this gray color with the gray background. Might be time to change the appearance in here. Or actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I know I'm all over the place. I'm gonna jump out of Ableton, like so. I'm going to go into Chord Gadget because I haven't been in there in a while, and I want to. Obviously, I want to go into it. So no, wrong app. No. That's not what we want. I want to go into Gadget. Here. It's been so long. It's about that time. It's about that time we get back into Gadget a little bit, and let's just see how it feels. I don't know. First of all, we can go into search, or we can go on the list. So this is so different, right? You can't see everything, and then you got to be like this, but it's fine. No complaining. We're just gonna jump in and just gonna experiment a little bit. I don't know, Vancouver, whatever. Oh, we gotta come in here, and what input is that? Output device should be external headphones. And can y'all hear that? Still no default tempo in here. No, Command R. There we go. Wait. Undo. Command R. Experiment a little bit here. So right off the bat, there was a way. I'm trying to remember. There's a way to get. Oh, copy loop to track. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. is dope. Let's keep going. It's very different than Ableton, but let's keep going. I'm gonna just like jump into something and just stick with it for a little while. I think I might be ready for my second coffee of the day, but let's just keep experimenting a little bit here. Oh, well, it doesn't matter so much on here, but if I go into Rosario, for example, so you see that? Look at that. I'm almost inclined to bring out that microphone again, since we have what do you call it? Everyone knows what whatchamacallit is, right? But no, since we have monitoring in here, let's see how this sounds and feels using something like this. This could be here. This is covering up certain things, but that's okay, I guess. I don't know. It's on. Turn the volume up. I don't know. I'm just not as. I don't know. Okay, there we go. And then we gotta come in here and be like, our input device is Tula mic. Okay, and then hit record. Okay. Oh, that's pretty dope. And then we just like turn down volume like fully like this. I gotta sneeze. But now, it's cool. We have different effects. How do we tight? No. Okay, so these are different effects, but I thought, oh, there you go. So clean. Yeah, that's kind of cool, man. So now we can, it's pretty dope. What the F did I just, I don't know what I just hit, but yeah, it's probably coming in double for you guys again, because we're monitoring through here, and but that's okay. I just want to see if there's any delay with the recording, right? So let's experiment a little bit real quick. I'm just gonna count in, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there, it's right there. Recording stops. So again, this is probably just. Oh, you know what? Hang on. So there's two different mics going in here too, which is interesting. So right now, y'all are hearing me through a different mic. Y'all are hearing me through my MacBook mic on here, which I could, I don't know, switch to Tula. Boom. So we're switched to Tula. Still not sure why noise control is not working, but that's okay. And I guess I could just mute. I don't know. There's so many different configurations and stuff to explore, but let's just see how this sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So again, let's turn on loop. Loop should. I wish loop was on by default, but it's not. No, not that loop. But hang on. If I go here, oh, this thing here, that's loop. So that's looping, and then for now, just so I'm not going back and forth, I'm gonna leave this on Tula over here. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So we can be like boom, and we're gonna double bar or four. Let's start four. So we can come in here. Let's just try this. Interesting. Nope, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to do it here. Let's try it. Oh, not gonna record. Be like this. All right, let's try again. All right, let's try. Cool. But we want to be on loop. at 96. So then I think the other thing was like looking at the tempo of these things. So like this is at like once. So this is kind of interesting. I'm kind of feeling this a little bit. I still want to figure out this noise cancellation thing like really badly. So I'm gonna keep this rolling. I'm gonna go into here and research it a bit more. So noise cancellation tool. Oh, not working over USB. Here you go. Works with digital. Maybe it doesn't work over digital or something. Let me see. Does the tool have a speaker, noise cancellation? I don't know. I'll have to look at this later, but that's fine. Let's go to new in here. And don't save. We don't need to save that. Let's just keep going. Where did it crashed? Okay. Let's do another gadget 3, but not through my freaking phone. Chord gadget. And oh, so it really did crash. Let's go okay. So these are the audio. So let's actually bring in 3 audio tracks. Hopefully I can still be heard. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Yeah, it's still coming through. Cool. So let's bring in like 3 audio tracks. So for example, here's one. This is like straight up audio. Let's bring in another audio track, a Rosario guitar. So there's a guitar, there's a bass, and there's just a regular voice recorder. So let's bring in all 3 of these. Just because it says guitar or just because it says bass doesn't mean that that's what you need to use for it necessarily. So like for example, this is the guitar one. No, this is bass. And this is the, hang on, this is the guitar one. Okay, so if I go here and I'm just like, I want to explore some of these different sounds, we hit enter, hang on, boom, test, wait, why is this not, oh, because I'm here. Can't hit down, you gotta click this so I get a different, so this is clean. That's kind of cool to me, you know, and then even with this mic, if I'm like turning the volume up like this, that's, you know, changing the gain level, that's kind of cool to me as well. You got all these different, man, and then, see, I think I need to turn off this. So I just turned off the sound through Ecamm, through the live stream, so y'all are hearing exactly what I'm hearing, not like the double. So I can just kind of check through a few of these. What's going on, man? Come on, man. So I can just do weird things like this to my heart's content. So I can come in here and be like this. And do like, I need to slow this down a little bit. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? I say, yo. What's going on, man? Yo. So we can do things like this. Also, why can't I thought there was, let me see, is it command minus? No? Well, that changes this a little, which is maybe good. But I'm just trying to remember, I guess like that. I don't know. Okay. So we can be like, yo, what's going on, man? Yo, what's going on, man? I said, yo. So something like that. I don't know, man. Yo, and then we can just do command R. Yo, what's going on, man? Yo, what's going on, man? I said, oh, what's going on? Yo, what's going on, man? Yo, what's going on, man? I said, yo, what's going on, man? You aren't gonna hear me. You are not going to hear me unless if I am in like monitor mode. So we'll stay in this mode, I guess, and then we'll go up to change turn record. Yo, what's going on, man? Yo, what's going on, man? I said, yo, what's going on, man? Yo, what's going on? So that it's kind of cool because it records it with the effect, but then you can change the effect after. Yo, what's going on, man? Yo, what's going on, man? I said, yo, what's going on, man? So I'm gonna like leave this on so I don't have to keep muting and unmuting stuff. But let's go back in here. Keep exploring. So gain, it can be here. So interesting. So there are effects here. I'm gonna, I think, hear myself twice. Yeah, okay. So there are effects here. So this is bypass. So let's see. So we can do something like this. Let's just try recording this. Be like. And then it stops because we're not in loop mode. And then if I wanted to add effects over this, there's two different ways probably. Got to be in loop mode. So that's, again, just experimenting, exploring different sounds and stuff in here. So kind of cool. Let's go new. Again, just experimenting. I'm gonna not do some voice stuff for a few. Let's keep going. Control new, command new, don't save. So I think that one of the keys with this is being able to get like set up with all of your, not permanent, but your main, like that's not one, but your main most commonly used gadgets, which I guess I kind of did. I mean, let's mess around with this a little bit more. We don't like the quantization there, which, yeah, we don't need that. So we got to go, what, funk? See, I forgot all this stuff. How do you turn off quantization? Oh, quantize right here. Let's do it again. That was bad. Let's try it again. After the fact, which is interesting. Was it? I don't even know quantize. Is it Command Q? I don't even know. We're just gonna go right back into it. To bring in like our voice or something like that, we can do, I think we'll mess with this one here again. So if I wanted to just hum a melody over that, we can easily do that now by going like this. And it doesn't loop, which it's not supposed to. Jesus Christ, so many phone calls. Alright, that's kind of cool. Alright, so I have a little bit more work type stuff to do, but this was fun to just explore a little bit. Thank you for joining, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thank you.